That's that one-pole Honda right there, boy.
It's time to get sudsy, bubbly, and dirty and crazy.
There's a lot of roll here today, and I could easily fall overboard.
Why don't you share our engine update? What's going on with that engine, Matt?
I'm Kristen, and this is Matt. We've spent the last 4 years sailing our $5,000 Craigslist boat to some of the most beautiful places in the Caribbean. From spearfishing in South Andros, Bahamas, staying in a treehouse and riding horses through the rainforest of the Dominican Republic, to even dodging hurricanes in Puerto Rico. We could have never imagined what this adventure would become. After gaining more sailing experience, we knew we had to make some serious upgrades to our boat if we wanted to keep this journey going. Unfortunately now, our engine is no longer working. We'll be back in the boatyard for a while. But before we set up on the hard, we wanted to test our skills by sailing engineless around the Caribbean.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sailing GBU. We are currently in Sun Bay. If you didn't see last episode, I sailed here all by myself. It was a really great video, so make sure you watch that after this one. But today we're jumping in. We got some boat maintenance, some boat projects, and we also have some really exciting boat hacks. I know you guys love boat hacks, so make sure you stay tuned for those.
Yeah, stick around because these are GBU boat hacks only. This is stuff that normal people, would turn their nose up at. They'd say, no, this is too ghetto, too ratchet. But I think they come in really, really handy. So, this is just one of those boat life days where you got to be thankful for your life. We got a honey-do list. We got some stuff we got to get through, but we're going to all get through it together. And I think we're all going to learn a little something.
And Matt has a show and tell item that he's been really excited about for the past week. So get excited for that. But let's jump right into this.
Alright, so first things first on today's agenda, we got to show some love to our handrail. I custom made this handrail when we were in the boatyard. It's really cool, it's really strong, I love it. I think it gives the boat a sleeker, modern look, but we haven't sealed it yet. An old trick I learned back in the day was when you use pine, you want to leave it exposed to the salt water for 3 or 4 months because it dries out the wood grains and it really lets it accept the sealant really well, and it gives you a nice finished product. Just kidding, I'm joking. We've just been lazy and we haven't done it. But today we're gonna get to it, get a sand on it, get a seal on it so that it lasts a lifetime. We're gonna show her some love today. What I have here is my Jackery Explorer 1000. I'm all the way jacked up on Jackery. I love it. This thing is so cool. It's a self-contained charging unit for your phone, your laptops, things like that. But it even runs some bigger items, and I'll get into that later. What this came with was two 100-watt solar panels. They have all the quick connectors that go into this thing. It's super easy to use. You take it out the box, and you're making 110, 120, 130 watts right away. In 5 minutes you're able to charge your phone, charge your laptop, do all that stuff. So that was really, really cool. What I've been using it for is to run our fridge at night. Just to run my inverter takes a lot of amps, so I can turn all my system off at night and run the fridge all night long with this thing on a full charge, and that's been really cool for me. So if we had a lot of sunlight, it's been helping us out a whole bunch, and I've really been enjoying it. If you're really into camping or going off grid for a couple days, but you use your phone for hiking, navigation, doing all that stuff, or you want to run like a little hot plate, this thing would be really, really good for that. Or even if you just want to go far away and take cool pictures and you have to charge your camera up or charge a drone and do stuff like that, this would come in really handy because it's super light. I love it. It's got a 46 amp hour lithium.
And quiet compared to a giant generator.
Yeah, you don't have to run a generator. It's much quieter. It's got a 46 amp hour lithium ion battery in there. It cranks. I mean, I've run a lot of stuff off this. I run my power tools off of it. I love the fact that it's mobile, it's light, it's pretty powerful, and it charges pretty fast. Even on like a slightly overcast day, throughout the day with the two panels out, I get 60, mid 60s charge from zero. So I think it's a great product. If you're more interested in stuff like that, follow the link down below. Go to Jackery, get jacked up on Jackery like me, and you're gonna love this thing.
Their 9th anniversary also.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of gadgets come out. They're celebrating their 9th anniversary, so they've been around for 9 years making these things, and it seems that they do a great job. I love it, ease of use, seems tough, seems durable. I couldn't be happier with this thing. So go check them out. If you want to get off grid with it, it's gonna come in handy for you.
Alright, so Matt sanded this up for us, so I'm going to use mineral spirits to make sure there's no debris left over and clean it up. So if you guys have noticed, it looks pretty foggy or dusty out because the Saharan dust has came over Puerto Rico and Vieques today, and normally that happens around summertime, and I didn't know about this until traveling to Puerto Rico. I always thought, what is that? Is that pollution or something? Until I Googled it. And I guess a lot of sailors know about it. So if you don't know about it, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it today. Basically, the Saharan dust is dirt and sand, and I like to think camel poop because it just makes it that more entertaining, is flying over from Africa, the desert, coming westerly through the atmosphere. It's like 5,000 to 15,000 feet in the atmosphere, and it makes it look very like cloudy out, and I guess it's really dry air, so that's why a lot of people talk about it bringing away hurricanes during hurricane season, because it makes really dry air, and I feel like I can breathe it in, I can feel it, it's dry in my throat, but that could just be all in my mind.
It's burning my nose too.
Is it? Okay. I thought maybe it's all in my mind thinking about it. But it just looks really weird and hazy out. But I thought it was pretty cool. I never thought that could happen.
It's like you're on Mars or something. Either way, Africa, keep your dust. We don't want it.
Yes, we do. We do want it. To keep away our hurricanes.
Yeah, for hurricanes, I guess. You're right. Sorry. Thanks for your dust, Africa.
Part of boat maintenance, Matt.
It's part of maintaining my soul.
So we're using a different product that I've ever used before. It's a UV and saltwater resistant transparent gloss on there. I'm not sure how well this is gonna go, but that's normal in boat life. We use new products all the time that we don't know what we're doing, and we give it a go. So I'm gonna try to use, I have a really soft here brush that I saved to use with this since the boatyard, and then I also have these just in case that might do something too. So let's get to mixing this up and applying it. Ooh, my back hurts living on a boat. What about you, Matt? Crawling around.
Crawling around.
All right, so we're gonna use our products, and we're gonna use this cardboard to try not to drip down. So let's see how this goes, guys. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't want to ruin my brand new paint job. He's gonna go with the foam, it looks like. I don't know about that idea.
I'm going with the foamer.
Oh, shoots.
Yeah,
okay.
You already dropped a drop.
The problem is, guys, way to attack me. The problem is, guys, there's a lot of wind today, so, but it looks like it's applying nicely.
Well, I learned from you in the boatyard to go thin to win.
What we want it to do is look like natural wood. We don't want it to be a color or anything. I think it's gonna look a little darker, but that's okay.
It's gonna look wet. Drip, drip.
it came out pretty good. We're probably going to have to do another layer of that in the future, but today we got to run our water maker. We got to get some water back up in our system so we can shower, do our dishes. And I came up with this idea that I thought it would be a great idea, since it's so dusty out, to give our baby a bath. And by baby, I mean not our cat, but our boat. We've never washed the sides since we painted it, so I think today's the day that we're going to do that. And Matt says he's going to take advantage of the water maker and he's going to do his laundry. So that's what we're going to get into now. It's time to get sudsy, bubbly, and dirty and crazy. Okay, it's not going to be that entertaining. For cleaning the boat, I have 2 different brushes. They have different strengths for different things. So I use a medium for the deck of my boat, and I'm probably going to use a medium on the side of the boat. I'm unsure yet because I'm going to check. What do you think, Matt? Should I use medium for the side, or you think that's dangerous?
No, use the soft one.
Okay, I'm not going to use the medium on the soft side of the boat, the hull, because I don't want to scratch it. So I have a soft one that I'm going to use for that. Medium for my non-skid on top, and the soft one I'm also going to use to get the dust off of my solar panels. And the soap I'm going to use today is a wash and wax boat soap, biodegradable. It's been pretty good so far. It was like $13. So if you guys know some really good boat soap out there, leave some comments down below. Tell me what your favorite is. They got a few different brands normally at the Skipper stores or at West Marine, so let me know your tried and true boat soap.
That's that one pull Honda right there, boy. That's that one pull.
Pretty easy. All grip paint obviously is the real deal. Everything just wipes right off. The boat gets bigger towards the front, so it's a little more of a long distance traveler here, but this is easy peasy. This is a beautiful boat. I still love our paint job.
But yeah, I think it'd be easier though if you use the stick from the top.
Probably. I'll try it the next side. Now I gotta hurry up and rinse it.
Dang. Big Mama had to get the extendo clip for the hose.
Aha, I did it! Whoa. Almost fell overboard. Alright, Matt thinks this is a better idea, but there's a lot of roll here today and I can easily fall overboard. I can make my pole go longer. All right, Matt, why don't you tell everybody, the folks at home, all the folks at home, why you think you're the best launder machine?
All right, it's Lucille Ball here. I feel like I love Lucy when I do this. But any hoodles. Boys and girls, I've been stomping the yard for a few hours now and I got a little bit of laundry done. It takes like an hour and a half to do this and you only get like 4 pairs of shorts and like 3 or 4 t-shirts and some undies done. So it's pretty labor intensive for like, you know, not that much clothes to get clean, but a little bit is better than nothing. So one little trick that I have that kind of like helps me use my fat fanny and my weight to my advantage is I take a short rope and I run it underneath the clothes. Just kind of loop it loosely underneath. It don't got to be perfect. This way I can pull it up and I can pull the laundry in and out, but I can put my foot in there and I can stomp the laundry as I'm pulling it out. So it really lets me beat all the dirt out, all the stinky BO. So you got this little rope thing helps you get it nice and clean. One of Maddie's pro tips. That's not really a laundry hack, that's just something that I do. And as you can see, we've kept old Cooley around to help us out with the laundry. He holds a lot of water, so he lets us get some good rinses in.
So as you guys know, or if you might not know, we're planning on going to the boatyard in a couple months and upgrading our engine. We're gonna get, or not upgrading, getting a new engine because ours is broken. So that opens up some doors of some other projects that we can do while we're on the boatyard. And I've been thinking of a lot of things, and obviously we have to stay in a budget, but we're thinking about getting a real, what is it called? A laundry machine? I can't even forget. A washing machine.
Yeah.
It's been so long I forget what it's even called. A washing machine. Now they have a lot of different kinds. They have like the portable type. I don't know what they'd be called.
They have basically some that
I'll put a picture up on the screen. They have like the portable kind, and then they got more like expensive heavy duty kind. Obviously one's at like hundreds of dollars and one's like at $1,000. The $1,000 ones are obviously, you don't have to do a lot of work for those.
They do everything. You said it and
but
forget
you need a lot of power and a lot of water. But luckily we have a water maker, so we're thinking that might be the best idea. We got to find some space for it, and I'm willing to throw something out of our house just to get it in there, pretty much.
Probably even willing to throw me out just to get one in there.
That was the first thing I thought of, but anyways. I don't know. The portable ones are cheaper, and I feel like we should start with that and try it. Maybe it's okay, but you got to put your own water in, you know, you got to do a lot of things yourself. So then it's like, how much different is it than just doing your own in a bucket?
Well, yeah, it doesn't cycle through for you, but it does use less power, and you can obviously make a smaller load in less water. So realistically, that might be the one we should go with, but you know, you give up so many luxuries to live this lifestyle that you know, a washing machine would be really cool. And we were fortunate last time we were here, someone, you know, a subscriber, a viewer watched some shows and said, I got a buddy there. They have an Airbnb, a resort here, so we got to do some laundry there, but we're a little further away now, so we didn't get to. So obviously bringing it out kind of sucks, and we don't want to do that no more. So if you have a good small washing machine hack, let us know. So I got my clothes wrung out. It's time to get them up out on the line to dry. And what I'm going to do, this is kind of a boat hack. This is one way that I use it. I use just my jib sheet. It's one rope that's long that already goes all the way down. I feed it through my clothes, and then I hang it off my rigging, and it does a pretty good job. You can fit a lot of clothes on here, so I'm going to do that now. Alright guys, it's down time to the nitty gritty. I'm about to share something with you that I came up with a while ago. This is a boat hack, and it takes 2 items that pretty much every boat already has on it. That's a real hack. I don't want to make you get something extra, go to Amazon and purchase something. That ain't a hack, that's just buying something, throwing money at the problem. This is a real hack that really helps. It's helped me out a lot, and I think it's going to help you. Now as you can see, I'm under my hatch right here, and my hair ain't blowing around. I'm getting no breeze.
We can tell if your hair is blowing around.
Hair ain't really blowing around. Nothing's happening here. I'm getting no breeze. I got something for you. Where's my thinger? Oh, here. So this is a wind reader. Right here, underneath this, I'm getting absolutely nothing. No breeze whatsoever. So I'm going to show you how to get some breeze in the boat in your middle hatch without having to get some scoop and get some big crazy stuff. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. And you only need 2 items. First things first, you're going to need a sheet. I have a full-size sheet because I only have a 37-foot boat. If you got a bigger boat, you might need a bigger sheet. Pair of vice grips. I think C-clamps would work better for this, or some sort of clamping apparatus is going to help you out. Any clamp will work. I'm using my vice grips. So as you can see, we're in the rolliest anchorage of all hell that the solo sailor girl sailed us to on her big mission. And I had to set up an anchor out the back and out the front so that we're taking...
Wait, was that shade at me that I chose like a bad anchorage? Because the day I showed up, there was no roll.
I'm not throwing shade at you, honey darling. I would never do that to you. And
okay, well, it kind of sounded like it, but back to what you were saying.
Okay, here we go. So we're to roll the anchorage anyway, so we're not taking our wind on the stern, we're taking it on the beam. We're taking the swell on the stern. That way we're just kind of hobby horse and it's much more comfortable. So with a big sheet, you can cross all this.
That's the bow, by the way.
The bow, yeah, my bad.
I'm the sailor here.
She's the sailor, I'm just the old swabby. So basically with the hatch in the middle, even if you are taking wind on the nose, you have the mast in front of you, so if you want to use like a wind scoop, a traditional wind scoop, it's harder to work and it doesn't catch as much wind anyway. This is going to go outside of that area and it's going to suck in all the wind to throw it down your middle hatch here. Normally what I do is I attach it to the spreaders because that'll suck in all the wind, but today I'm going to have to attach it to the boom a little bit because obviously the wind is coming from the side of our boat. But a sheet is very versatile. First, find where you're going to tie the sheet. Throw the corner through. I'm going to use my bail. I recently learned this thing's called a bail thanks to all my great peeps that told me in the comments below. Thank you so much for that. It's always smart to learn something, you know, it's smart to learn. And I use my other bail to put my other corner through, pull it nice and tight. Then you get your bottom corner. Just run that bad boy anywhere. You just gotta have fun with this, you know, be a little creative. Don't worry about being too perfect. You're gonna make up a lot in the end with your vice grip. Throw that bad boy on there so that's nice and down. Open that up. Oh yeah, you can see this bad boy is already starting to take shape a little bit here. Let's hit the last one. All right, so now that you're back inside, you reach out, you grab your sheet. Now this is where you gotta find your inner Pocahontas to find the right breeze here. So you just get it in like that there, kind of roll it up. Am I getting some good breeze? Not really. Okay, there we go. That little bit of tightening kind of did that good for me. So now all I got to do is get this little knot, this little wad that I just hooked up to hold. So the way I do that, put my vise. And you got to be careful with this because you don't want these things flying off and knocking somebody in the head on your boat. I got a decent little breeze. As you can see, my hair's flying around. Let me get my wind reader out. What's my wind reader doing? Oh, 5 knot breeze. 5.8, 4.4, 6.4. And there you have it. Old Uncle Matty's tips to keep you cool in the summertime.
What was that? Alright guys, that was a long ASS day. It's not fun. A lot of those projects aren't really fun. I guess washing the boat was kind of fun, but still, you know, you have to do it over and over with a new paint job, especially the white on the, what did you call the top part?
The deck.
The deck.
The non-skid.
It just constantly gets dirty at all times. So when you think you're going to have a nice clean white boat, you just never do. Until one day after you clean it for one day.
You know what though? It looks really good on the drone and it looks good, better for filming than it used to look all dirty and stuff. So
oh yeah, it's definitely
a nice boat. You're definitely proud of it.
We've came up in this world, guys, from our old boat that we had back in Key West. If anyone's been there watching since Key West, leave it down below. Our OG fans, they know what our boat was like back in the day.
Yep, the OG fans. So hope you liked the video. Hope you liked the sheet wind scoop. That worked really well. The laundry helps you get by if you got a water maker. You have to be a little more strict with the water if you have to get it from a jug or something like that. But with a water maker, it's able to do.
Why don't you share our engine update? What's going on with that engine, Matt?
Engine update is it's on the way. Guy kind of sold me a little bit. You know, he told me it'd be here about 2 months sooner than it would. You know, I guess the 8 days that I took to make my decision pushed it back 2 months.
No, I don't know. I'm nervous, guys, to be 100% honest. I'm nervous. It got pushed back already from what we thought it was going to get delivered. And what if it keeps getting pushed back?
Then I'll be in jail for murder. For murder.
That's not a good answer. Anyways, we're going to hope it gets here. Now, what month is it supposed to get here?
It's supposed to hit North Carolina like December 1st. So I would say realistically by mid-December we should have it here. All the boat work's going to be prepped. And then ideally, we can just kind of plug it right in, but if we have to change something massive, then it's going to be
I don't think that's how it's going to
January before we're really going. So we have about 6 to 8 more weeks of sailing with no engine, but we are going to go to the boatyard a little sooner because we have some other bigger projects to do. I have to fix the kitchen stuff.
Well, we're thinking about it.
Yeah, I have to tab in some I think I have some bulkhead work that I have to do. So
you think? We know. It's pretty bad, but we'll show you that when we get there.
We don't know what the extent of it is going to be. Right now, I'm just kind of playing the ignorance is bliss card and being pretty conservative with my sail plans. But I know the rigging is good. I know the sails are good, so I know how to sail. I'm not going to blow my bulkheads out just yet, but we're, we got some work coming. So I hope you enjoyed today, because that's what it's going to be all day, every day here pretty shortly.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you left a comment down below and hit that like button. And if you're new, as always, hit subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.